Good morning, everyone. I'm doing a voiceover, so I hope I can keep up with this video. But I was doing walk and talk with my sis, Dee Dee, and so y'all couldn't hear anything, and I knew that as I was videoing, so that was my plan. I said, you know what, I'll video and I'll do a voiceover. So I'd love to share my testimony with y'all about Beautyberry and how when we give everything to God, He just blesses us more abundantly with what we had before. And I mean, this is just what came over my heart as I was walking and tromping through the beautiful woods with God and my sister, and just looking at all the beauty around me and the smells and the wildlife, and it just feels amazing. But he also reminded me whenever I was picking the beautyberry of where we came from and where we are now, Tony and I. And this is just what was on my heart. So I want to be a little transparent about part of our journey. When we were living on the 2 acres and I closed my commercial storefront in 2014, we had opened in 1998 behind our home was when I started making candles, and I was pregnant with Drake actually. And then after he was born, I put everything up for three months, and then Candle Cottage, started to grow from there. And so I started out behind our home with the business, and then we moved to commercial location because I outgrew behind our home, and we moved to our first storefront, and then I had several storefronts after that because we just kept having growing pains and those things. But let's fast forward to 2014. After I finally decided to close the commercial side of the business, I wasn't quite ready to let go completely, so I stayed open for 3 more years, once again behind my home. And that's when I started getting chickens and farm animals, because actually the last day at my closing, Hollyberry was born, and I went and picked her up that very day and started bottle feeding Hollyberry, the deer that y'all just saw, at 12 hours old. And I bottle fed her for a good 4 months, and she lived in our house in a diaper. And I have documentation of that on my YouTube channel, Pharaoh Farms. But we were on 2 acres, okay, out of the city limits, and at the time I thought we had so much land. And let me also say that was a blessing. 2 acres is a blessing, and you can have a whole entire homestead on 2 acres of land if you laid it out right. And I learned about that, but we weren't ready. I was in my schooling at that time with God, and He was teaching me and putting things in my heart to learn, and that's when I dove down the rabbit hole in a lot of things, good and bad. So, whenever I was in the bad side of the rabbit hole, I would have to come out of it and go back to, the beautiful things in the world that we still have, okay? But He had me learning and doing things, and we're going to continue to learn as long as we're here on this earth. But, so from 2014 to 2019, I've, discovered the breast implant illness, etc. But during all that time, I was farming and learning chickens, and wasn't quite into gardening yet, but I was really good at pot plants, and I had a beautiful backyard, with a lot of pretty plants and stuff in pots. But this one beautiful plant showed up voluntary in our backyard, and I had never in my life seen it before, and I just was in awe over its beauty. And it was Beautyberry, and that was one of the first times that I really ID'd a plant. I'm not sure what's going on here, y'all, with my camera. I must not have turned it off. Okay, so anyway, we had expanded another part of our poultry run because I got turkeys. And I did a video on YouTube of me painting the chicken house. We moved this whole chicken house. We gated it and everything. And I wanted that beautyberry to be over there in that space. So what is going on here? I'm sorry about the video, y'all, but I'll just keep telling my story. So I pulled the beautyberry by the root, and I transplanted it over in that space. And I had this one small little vine of beautyberry. And I thought, I'm going to make this work. And I kept watering it and everything. And I want to say it might have snowed. I don't remember, but I ended up losing it, and it broke my heart. I was like so upset. that I lost that and that I moved it, and I thought maybe I should have left it where it was, and then a part of me just felt God overcame me with some peace, knowing that it'll come back. Don't worry, Banana. Don't worry. So as time goes on, like we moved here in 2020, God has not only abundantly blessed us with lots of beautyberry, as you can see in this video, and I even took y'all down what we call Beautyberry Lane on our property. I might be walking to it. No, I just came from it right here. We called it Beautyberry Lane because it was just, y'all saw in the video that, look, that's a beech tree. How gorgeous are the beech trees out here. We just love this beech tree, and I'll have to do a whole new little video on that. But I just want to say, as I was picking those beautyberries, I was reminded of the blessing that God gave us in multiplication. I can't even multiply it. I mean, it wasn't times 2. I mean, look at all the beautyberry I'm showing y'all. It's just everywhere, including in my chicken run. And that was several years later, and we truly gave everything to God. And another thing he put on my heart was generational curses, okay? When I say rabbit hole, I deep dive into any subject that I'm in, whether it be homesteading, whether it be the rabbit hole of truth that's being revealed to all of us and what we've been lied about and things, and also spiritually. And one thing that I keep seeing over and over, not just on TikTok, but I'm seeing it in all my socials, is that we are the generation of breaking generational curses. And I've believed this for several years. I mean, it's strong on my heart, Yeah, I might be able to hear me now. But I've been doing walk and talk with my sister. That it's a painful thing to have a generational curse broken, because you lose people in your life for that to happen, and people that you love, and whether they know they're loved or not, it's painful. And all we can do is trust that God is in control, and that He will heal all hearts, and in God's timing, whether it's here on earth or up in heaven, He'll bring us all back together again. But I am seeing not just, I'm seeing it happen. And I just want to, I just want to let y'all know that you're not alone if you're dealing with that right now, because it's not a happy place to be, really. But at the same time, it is a good feeling to know that whatever that may be, whatever healing wasn't there that needed to be there for a family to continue to grow and break free of that, to see that broken and a newness come from it is a good feeling. But just know that you're loved very much, and that's what God put on my heart with Beautyberry today. So I'm on 8 minutes and 31 seconds talking right now. This video is 9 minutes and 41 seconds long. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and let y'all just finish watching, because at the end I'm able to talk, because Dina and I got off the phone. But y'all come back in about an hour and a half or so. I'm fixing to go get some jars ready and go live with you guys, and we're going to make some beautyberry jelly today. Hi. I'm trying to zoom in. She's on eggs again. I don't know where my brownie is. Brownie! Brownie, I heard you earlier. Where is that? Oh, there he is. That's my male, and he's a little clown. Hey, Brownie, it's time for me to reset y'all's feeding station. Okay, guys, I'm fixing to go in and get some mason jars in the dishwasher, and y'all come back in about an hour or so, and we'll go live, and I'll make beautyberry with you guys. Okay, have a blessed day. Love y'all. Bye.